booked our first tour with Victor Bodden Tours because they came highly rated online. This is a private tour that was not offered through the cruise line. The tour included an animal sanctuary and beach stop with lunch, 2 drinks, and free access to non-motorized water activities such as snorkel gear and kayaks. The cost was $85 per person, and the tour ran from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m., which did end up being an issue, but I'll elaborate more on that later. We met at the required location, then walked a few blocks off the port to our bus. That was a bit odd, walking through the streets and then waiting for 10 minutes or so for him to come back with a bus, but it all ended up working out. The bus ride was under a half hour to our first stop at the animal sanctuary. One nice feature is they don't take a credit card in advance and you pay the entire balance once you arrive.
Yo guys, welcome to Mayan Jungle Park. My name is Arthur and I'll be your guide today. Follow me over here so we can begin with it. So guys, right this way. So guys, I recommend you to leave your bags over here and your sunglasses maybe, because the monkeys will try to take them away from you. They're a little bit sneaky, okay? Or so. You guys are gonna notice that we got them in different cages. That's because they don't get along with the other monkeys. They fight a little bit too much. They only get along with the ones you see they're living together at the moment. For example, that one has a problem with the ones on the other side.
Oh, okay. Looks like it.
That they don't get along, that's why we...
You put your hair.
It's nicer when they jump on your shoulder, but most of them actually jump on your head. This is the only one that jumps on your shoulders.
Yeah, she's good.
Anyone else?
Well, you're
I was telling you guys, all these animals are against the law to have as a pet here in the country, but especially the sloth are one of the most delicate ones. Once you take them away from captivity, they become very needy and people don't know how to take care of them. Actually, they get easily sick. The body doesn't take diseases very well, really, so they easily die too. So it's one of the most... For example, some animals over here, you might know how to take care of them, but you still are not allowed to have them as a pet.
After the animal sanctuary, this is when we were on our way to Brady's Key, the private island, and also where it started to get a little bit dicey. Now, if you remember, our excursion was scheduled from 8 a.m. and we were told that we would return to the ship by 1:30 p.m. Our all aboard time was 3 p.m., so it allowed us an hour and a half leeway just in case there were some issues. When we arrived at Brady's Cay, we were with another group of individuals, and we were asked by the tour guide, "What time would you like me to pick you up?" They said, "How about 2:30?" And I instantly thought, I do not like cutting it that close, and we do not agree to that. So they asked if 2 o'clock was okay. I reluctantly agreed to that time. And so that would allow us an hour to get back to the ship, which still made me a little bit nervous, and I did kind of regret agreeing to that, but these are the things that you have to anticipate for when you do an excursion that is not booked through the cruise line. You're responsible for yourself and your transportation, and the ship is not going to wait for you if you're late. Well, we got back to the meeting spot for our driver probably 15 minutes in advance, so it was maybe about 1:45, probably even 1:30. We were running ahead of schedule, and the other group of individuals was running late. We kept telling the driver we need to go back. There could be bad traffic. We don't want to wait around. We agreed to leave at 2 o'clock, and at this point it was 2:30. It might have been a little bit after, and we finally saw their boat returning them, and we hit the road, got there with maybe 10 or 15 minutes to spare because there was really good traffic. There were no problems that way, but it was a risk. And these are things you have to take into consideration if you want to book a private tour. And I just wanted to put that out there. And as you can see, the island was nice. It had a bar with, a covered drinking area. They had, the water sports as they said that they would without a charge. We were there early at about 10 a.m. So we did get seats right away, where I saw some later tour groups look to struggle a bit and had to go way to the other side of the island to find some lounge chairs. We picked 2 menu items. Everybody was allowed, one menu item and 2 beverages. My final thoughts, we really enjoyed the excursion. We thought we got great value for $85 per person, and would definitely recommend Victor Bodden Tours if you're in the Roatan Honduras area. And go ahead and leave a comment below if you booked a private excursion and let me know what your experience was. And have you ever been a pier runner?